Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about Janelle and Kody and why fans of Sister Wives, they are starting to think that maybe Janelle has exited the relationship with Kody as well, that maybe she is no longer in the polygamous lifestyle, you know, as a wife to Kody, as a sister wife to Mary and Robin. Fans have kind of come across some clues and some things that happened over the season, as well as things that have happened since the season has wrapped. They are actually thinking that Janelle may have left. And let me tell you guys, I used to say all the time, Mary would be the first one. Boy, was I wrong. Mary is a ride or die. Mary is a, I don't care what you're going to do what you want. I'm here. Like, I really always thought that Mary would be the first one. I never thought that it would be Christine. I actually thought Mary, maybe Janelle, but no. Christine, she was like, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm not going to live in this loveless marriage. And she's moved on and she is just doing so great. She has her own reality cooking show. She's actually doing a cooking show that's going to come out on TLC.com. So I don't know if that's different than just regular TLC. I'm not sure. But I'm going to be looking into it, you guys. And when I find out for sure, I'll let you guys know when it's coming out and for sure where it's coming out and how you guys can watch it. But Christine is doing so well in her life. And maybe that's also been a reason for Janelle to kind of sit back and be like, wow, look at her. She left and I've never seen her so happy and she's getting opportunities. So maybe that's given Janelle a little bit of a boost to, you know, leave as well. But fans are thinking that maybe she's left. Kody and Janelle, they've been spiritually married for over 28 years. They have 6 children together. From what I've read, they've never been very romantic, but Kody values his marriage to Janelle because she's very business savvy. From my understanding, she brings in a decent amount of money for the family. Their dynamic, though, since COVID has changed. When COVID happened and he enforced all these really strict rules, they started having some problems, you guys. And that's kind of where it started, where we even started to see a little bit of crumbles happening in their marriage. After COVID happened, Kody was spending the entire time at Robin's house pretty much. The main argument between Kody and Janelle was their children, Garrison and Gabriel. Garrison and Gabriel, they're living at Janelle's. They're at the age to where they have girlfriends, they have friends, they want to go out and socialize. And Kody was like, put a stop to it or kick them out or I'm not coming over at all. And Janelle's like, so guys, Dad's not going to be coming around for a while. It didn't take her much to be like, okay, you know, I'm not going to expect my kids to do that much. I think that much is ridiculous. As long as we're following the CDC guidelines, that should be okay. But Kody wants to ask so much more than that. So I'm not going to put that on my kids. And she didn't. So Kody said that he felt betrayed. That's Kody's like go-to. I feel like Kody's go-to is I felt betrayed because no one can really say, no, you didn't. You did not. You know what I'm saying? No one can really call him out on it. So I think that's his go-to. Like with Christine, he claims he felt betrayed by Christine because she was confiding in maybe her adult children that she was, you know, the idea of leaving was just, she was thinking about it. I don't think that's a reason to feel betrayed by your wife. You're one of 4, you know what I'm saying? Where things have been a struggle and you're like, you know, maybe I might leave. You confide in your kid, maybe I might leave. Or another wife, maybe I might leave. I don't know. And then it gets back to your spouse and it's like, oh, the ultimate betrayal. Oh my goodness. No, I don't think he felt betrayed. I think maybe he wondered, well, why did she come to me? And maybe that bothered him a little bit. But betrayal, no, I don't believe it. Also, him saying that because Janelle chose her boys over him, he felt betrayed. Once again, I think he probably could have felt hurt and maybe could have felt like, well, dang, I wish she would have chose me over them. But betrayal, I don't know. I don't know. But that feels like it's his go-to. But that's kind of where that was their main argument throughout season 16. Was the boys and her not kicking them out. Janelle stood her ground. She told him that she was not going to kick her boys out. Kody became angry. He told the cameras during one of his confessionals that his boys nor Janelle respected him. So we saw a lot of kind of shade being thrown at each other. You know, him in the confessional saying they don't respect me. And then her sitting through her confessionals as well saying that Kody was ridiculous. Now, since the show has went off, a lot of fans are starting to believe that Janelle has also left. Now, right after Janelle's mom died, and this is something else that I feel like could have caused a problem. Janelle's mom passes. Yes, Kody goes with her for the funeral and everything. But when they come back, he's only at her house for a few days and he heads back to Robin's. There was no reason why he absolutely had to be at Robin's, but he goes to Robin's. I think this could possibly be something that may have hurt Janelle. The fact that her husband did not stay there a little bit longer to support her. It was right after that Robin came over to visit, and she told Robin that she had really been struggling with the idea of continuing that lifestyle, you know, staying in the relationship. And she told Robin, she said that it is a conscious choice that she makes to stay in the marriage, to stay living that lifestyle, to continue to believe in the culture that they live. She said, it is a conscious choice that I choose to make. It would be easy to walk away. Throughout season 16, we saw that Janelle began to stand up for herself more and more, you know, telling Kody that she would not kick the boys out, telling him that those rules were ridiculous. At one point, she even told Kody to F off. After an argument about his COVID rules, she straight up said, you know, F off, Kody. Throughout that, not only are we seeing Janelle's relationship starting to kind of crumble, but Christine's relationship is crumbling as well. And then right at the end, we find out that Christine has decided to leave the marriage. As Christine began to separate herself from Kody, from that lifestyle, Janelle has pretty much been supporting her every step of the way. Janelle was one of the only former sister wives that actually congratulated Christine on her new cooking show. She actually like reposted a clip of the cooking show and told Christine congratulations, but no one else has even spoken about it. Miri hasn't spoken about it. Robin hasn't spoken about it. Kody has not said anything about it. None of those people have mentioned the cooking show except Janelle. She actually congratulated her. Also, another thing is that Janelle has been taking a lot of vacations with Christine. One Sister Wife fan asked on Reddit, do we think Janelle has left too? She's taking vacations with Christine to Disney, which I can only assume would make Kody very angry. He's big on loyalty, as we've seen in past week's episodes of the show. Also, Christine posted pictures on New Year's Eve where she was with Janelle, which would make us believe that they were spending the holidays together, maybe. You know, I know last year they were all together as a family for Christmas. Now, for Thanksgiving, though, they weren't. Janelle and Christine went to Utah, but they couldn't come together because they felt that maybe it was a little too dangerous, maybe too much exposure if they came back together once they were in Utah. So Janelle stayed at her sister's house, and Christine, she hung out with her kids. So you would think, you know, this past year that everyone would be getting together for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. They would be spending all the holidays together, right, if they could. So Janelle was definitely with Christine on New Year's Eve because they shared pictures of them together. Also, Janelle has been calling Kody out lately. All throughout the season, she called him out a good bit. She called him out for his passive-aggressive behavior towards her, towards the children. Another big thing is not this past Sunday's episode, but the Sunday before that, which was the Super Bowl, so not that one, but the one before that, was the one-on-one where Kody basically admitted he was not in love with Janelle. So if Janelle had not left yet, that may would have given her an extra push to just be like, okay. You know, we've talked a lot about, and it is known that Janelle and Kody's relationship is a little bit different. You know, she doesn't expect him to stay at her house all the time. She's good with it. She wants her time to herself. She likes that. But I do have to say it has to be hard to hear your husband of 20-something years, 28 years, say on national television, I'm not in love with her. We're not in sync. No, not at all. Even if that's the case, I would have to imagine that would hit you somewhere in your heart, right? So on one of the tell-alls, I think it was actually the second part of the tell-all, the host asked Kody if he was in love with Janelle, and he says, I love Janelle. And the host says, but are you in love with Janelle? And he pauses, he shakes his head no, and he says, Janelle wouldn't tell you that she's in that place with me either if she's being honest. He says, we're not in sync, we don't really partner well, but we actually are just able to have a marriage, if you will, that is lower in attachment. We're good friends. We get along well. It's more of just a committed relationship. So at this point, Janelle is just in this committed relationship where probably no intimacy either. She claimed on the one-on-one that they were fine there. But let's be honest. Do we really think they are? Do we really think they're being that intimate? I don't think so. Probably not. So I feel like Janelle got to see Christine leave. It was almost empowering for Christine to leave. And she's just been so happy. She felt so free once she left. I think that could be a big reason for Janelle to leave. For Janelle to look at her and be like, wow, you know, all the times that I thought about leaving, I was kind of scared, kind of worried about how it would affect the family. But look at you, just out there doing your thing. You're getting opportunities and you're not struggling. You're not in pain. So maybe I don't need to be tied down to this spiritual husband that's not even in love with me, who says we're basically just friends. I don't know. A lot of people are starting to think that maybe Janelle has left Kody. What do you guys think? I'm keeping up with it, though. You know, it's a lot of speculation, but Janelle has not announced anything yet. Neither has Kody. But it does seem like she's been very supportive of Christine and her decision to leave. It seems like her and Christine are still great friends. And I have to say, I do feel like Kody is probably not that happy with it. Publicly, she seems to be supporting Christine. Publicly. Privately and publicly. And I feel like Kody wouldn't want her to at least publicly appear to support him. You know, so I do wonder what's going on there. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Janelle has maybe left Kody? And if not, do you guys think that it could happen? Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up if you haven't yet. Also, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button down below. I'm trying to get to 60,000 subscribers, so help a girl out. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.